Hey guys, I'm back. Happy Saturday to everybody. I just want to show you Henley. This was the site I came into the nursery looking at for the first time when I got home yesterday. So I had to show you her before I move her out of the way. So, crazy trip. Good, but crazy. So I'm going to move her out of the way and I'm going to show you my long-awaited Kate Quinn order that was ordered like forever ago, like literally forever ago, it feels like. It takes them weeks just to get their orders out. But I figure we can open them together. They came like a day apart, so I just opened everything up and yeah. So, all right. So, and I'm going to share with you my crazy trip. So, if you didn't know, I was gone this week for a business trip. First business trip, first trip at all that I've taken in like 3 years. No joke. Because, you know, COVID. So literally, haven't been anywhere, haven't even been back to the office because we are, you know, essentially permanently work from home, which is great. It's great. But ultimately, first trip, and I was a little filled with anxiety because of, you know, the face mask wearing, because I'm not used to wearing a face mask. Other than when I go to the gym to work out outside of my house, that's the only time I wear a face mask because I order all my groceries in, so I don't go to stores or inside stores. So I'm out of the habit of it. Finding the right mask was a chore and a half that didn't make my freaking ears hurt. But I worked it out. I planned for everything. And for those that don't know, I'm in upstate New York. So I'm in freezing cold weather right now. And my trip was in Arizona. It was in Tempe, Arizona for a work conference. And I left 5-degree and snowy weather and went to 70 degrees and sunny weather. I was so happy just for the change of climate. But I will tell you, I'm not used to the dry air. We have very humid air in the Northeast, and when you change to something very dry, except like in the winter, it gets a little more dry in your house because we're running, you know, the heat all the time. But my nose was so dry, my skin was dry, like literally from the flight from New York to, by the time I got to Arizona on Tuesday, my skin was so dry, and I usually have very oily skin, especially my face, and I literally felt like a prune. It was the weirdest thing. And my nasal cavity was dry. It was just very bizarre. But it was gorgeous weather. The trip was great. The conference was fantastic. And I was so glad to see my team in person. One of our team members is a permanent. We hired her from work from home all the way from Louisiana, so we've only seen her in Zoom since she's been hired. So she was also there to join us. So it was really, really great just to be able to see all of my people in person. I have seen the rest of my team in person because we have been at the office and had other gatherings outside of work stuff over the summer, this year and previous year. So it was only one member that, you know, we hadn't met face to face, and it was just so much fun. We're a team of women, strong, very, we're an awesome team. We like to call ourselves the dream team because we have the hardest workload, and I feel like being all women, which majority of GCOs, grant and contract officers, tend to be women in where I work. But, you know, there are a lot of men in the business that are fabulous as well. But I just think it's awesome because my team is just all women. So, girl strong, girl power. So anyways, great trip. It was really awesome. And we're actually hosting the same type of conference here at our university in June. So everybody's coming to that, so I won't have to travel and I'll still get to see people. So I'm really excited about that. But it was a big conference, probably like 150 or more people from other universities and from industry partners and things like that. So it was really cool. So I'll tell you about the crazy part of it after I start showing you guys some of these. So this is the Kate Quinn haul. So these are belugas. So it's a mama and baby beluga. So you can see them up close. Not typical girly things, but I thought they were very sweet. And this is a newborn. It's in their really super soft organic cotton. Very, very soft. And it looks like they gave me 2. I only paid for 1. So there's an extra newborn onesie. I thought, well, did I order 2 different tops or 2 different onesies? Nope. They packed 2. So I have an extra. That's interesting. It never really happens, but okay. So then, to go with that, and they've got so many cute like prints coming out right now. I just love all these. I got the matching booties in the, I think they're 0 to 3 months is how these ones are sized. I love these. These are so cute. So I got the booties. And then I also got to go with the Pixie Hat in a newborn size. This is a newborn size. It says on the package. Yep, newborn. So we got the little Pixie Hat to go with. And it looks really dark, but it's like a brown. That's better. But isn't that sweet? I love this print. I think this is so cute for boys or girls. I kind of like that they don't do like the normal typical boy/girl, like notably boy-girl prints. They're kind of mix and match for both genders, which I really like. Because a lot of the, what we would tend to call boyish colors, I think look good on girls as well, you know? So, anyways. Okay, so on to the next. I got newborn onesie. It's a piece of plastic. And this is also that same soft organic cotton. And this is called the color of cedar. So it's almost like I want to say like dusty rose mixed with like a brown, but it's definitely like a feminine color. Bring it closer too. I don't know if it's going to come across, but it almost looks like a shade of dusty rose to me. But I love the color, and I got this in a newborn. And to go with that, I kind of got some mix and match items here. I got the 0 to 3 month size. These are the smallest size you can get. Little booties to go with in the same color, cedar. And then I also got, I love these. See, I think it's from plastic bags that they put them in. I love the onesie with the booties and like a hat. I like that look for babies. And then this is from the Woods collection, also in a newborn, also the same cotton, but you'll see that it matches the colors. So it's autumn leaf, newborn size onesie, and it's got the little buttons. They look like wooden buttons, but I don't know if they are wooden or not. But they're very cute. So these will go with that or that. And then I also got to go with this one because they have so many different variations of different colors. Slight variations, I guess you could say. And I got this. This is the bear hat. So this is supposed to be a bear hat. So I got it to go with the other color of this. So what I planned on doing, and this is a 0 to 3 month size, although it's about the same size as the Pixie Hat newborn size, I noticed. But I thought these 3, because this color goes with this goes with the darker color in it, and then that would be a cute little outfit because it's a slight darker color. And then I also got, that could go as well, if I don't want to, oh, I guess it could go with the hat. I also got these booties, which are just a really dark color that also could go with those, but it doesn't really go with those. I was trying to pick colors. It's hard to tell based on a computer screen what goes with what, because those are too purpley. Or more mauve. No. More maroon. And then these ones are more purpley. But I have other things that these will go with. Other outfits that I plan to use these for. So, I love these booties though. I love them. I think they're absolutely adorable with the onesies. The booties, onesies, hat, like, and see, this is the Pixie Hat in newborn, and then this is the 0 to 3 month size. So they're about the same size actually. But I love the little ears. I don't know. I love their little different kinds of hats that they do. But there's my Kate Quinn haul, guys. And I have that one extra onesie. I won't know what to do with. Is what it is, I suppose. But I'm thinking this would be really cute on Chase, because I think it's neutral enough that it won't play off of her red hair. So I'm thinking I might try that on her. And this might go on Henley first. I don't know though. Or even Monroe. Honestly, I don't know. We'll see, I suppose. But let's bring Chase over, because she's in, and she's gonna look neon because it's, you know, we're in the nursery, but it is what it is, guys. You know, you've seen her in nice lighting. But anyway, so the crazy part of my trip. So if anybody's from the Northeast, you'll know that there's a big nor'easter moving through. And, well, I got to, so my flight out from Arizona yesterday was at 6 a.m. So that flight left, no problem. My layover, and, well, it shouldn't have been really a layover. It was literally less than an hour from the time I was supposed to leave out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and then from North Carolina to New York. So, as the gate was supposed to be, as we were supposed to be boarding, I noticed nobody was doing anything. The plane had been there and was sitting there. So when I got to my connection flight gate, like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to want that. It'll see through. Let me change. So I got a little concerned, and then, you know, when we should have boarded, because it tells you the boarding time on your boarding pass or on your ticket, and nothing happened. And my anxiety from flying tends to stem from being stuck places when I've flown before. And it's always on the way back. I never have gotten stuck on the way out anywhere. It's always coming back. That seems to be the issue. And it's one of the things I dislike most about flying are the facts that they don't tell you anything. And I'm not a fan of, y'all know I'm OCD. I have a control problem. You know, I like to know what's going on. And they don't tell you anything. So finally someone comes over with a loudspeaker and says that the flight has been delayed. They don't have any other information to give other than they haven't received clearance. Don't know what that means. So time goes by. And I'm a very impatient person because, you know, I have someone coming to the airport to pick me up because I did not leave my car there because I live very close to the airport, but whatever. So after sitting there for like, I don't know, they kept saying it was still on time, the flight on the monitor and everything, but like, hello, clearly it's not on time. And they just didn't know anything. And there was no real flight attendant or person at the kiosk where they, you know, check you in or answer questions or whatever at the gate. Okay, guys, I'm back. My storage was full. I downloaded, I think what the issue is I downloaded videos on Amazon Prime to watch while I was flying. I had a lot on there, so I deleted those. Hopefully I'll get through the rest of this without it cutting me off again. So what I was saying is that there was nobody at the kiosk to answer questions or anybody that was like an official person. They were just those workers that were outside doing all of the doing all of the, you know, maintenance and getting the plane ready type of thing. So I finally got up and asked them, like, can you tell me if there's, you know, any update, you know, and they just kept saying, no, we don't know anything. And then finally she said, well, I think it's due to some inclement weather in Ithaca. And I'm like, okay. So then, of course, I get on the phone with my other half and ask him, I'm like, what's it doing in Ithaca? They say there's inclement weather. And he's like, well, there's a nor'easter coming. But that's not until the next, like today it was supposed to hit, if it was going to hit us. He said, but there was like a change of the pattern. The weather system was moving east, so it looked like it was going to be not hitting us directly, but hitting further east to the coast. But what they did note is that the whole weather system was completely going up and down the East Coast. It was moving up the coast. So what I found out was that because that's the flight pattern, meaning they have to fly through that zone, they have to receive clearance to do so because they have a certain flight path that they travel to get from, you know, one place to the next. Obviously, it makes sense, right? So we waited, and they're like, we're just waiting for that. Other than that, we're ready to go. And so ultimately, about an hour and a half later, we finally get the okay to go. And you could see where the weather system had moved off further east, so it cleared the path. So I thought I was going to get stuck in Charlotte. Like, I was literally sitting there. Last time there was like inclement weather while I was waiting. I literally got stuck in Detroit for like overnight, and it ended up, they dragged it on, you know, till the evening before they would even tell us that it was, you know, the flight had been canceled. And that's my frustration. So that's where my frustration lies with flying, is that even when there's something going on, they don't really fully tell you everything. They keep you in the dark and they make you wait. So you don't even, they kept pushing our boarding time back every 15 minutes, but that's as far as it went. Meaning, like, I couldn't get up and go eat. Like, I hadn't eaten all day. I was up since 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Because my flight dinged my phone because my flight was at 6 a.m., but I had to get there by 4 to check in. And it's a big airport, and I was very surprised at how busy they were at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. But it was a packed flight when I left Arizona. So that woke me up, and I was afraid of going back to sleep, even though I had like 2 alarms set. So I was just like up and awake. And when I'm ready to go home, I'm ready to go home. I don't want to sit and linger, if that makes sense. I just want to get home. I'm in get home mode. This is very cute on her. Or does this make her look more like a boy? Let you guys tell me in the comments. But anyways, it's stressful for me to fly. So by the time I was sitting there waiting, it was like past noon, but I had gone from Central Mountain Time, I believe, so 2 hours behind the East Coast. So when I landed in Charlotte, I was 2 hours ahead again. So I literally, because it was so early, I don't eat usually until like lunchtime anyways. It's just my normal eating habits. And I stayed on East Coast time the whole time I was gone. No matter what we were doing. It's just my body knows what it knows. And so I hadn't really eaten all day. And so we're sitting there until like, I don't know, 2 o'clock. Then after 2 rolls around, and then finally they gave us some biscuits on the plane. But like, they made up really fast time. It's amazing how when they're behind, they catch up on time. So I actually ended up coming in not on time, but like only about, I would say, an hour behind, considering we were like more than 2 hours delayed. But ultimately, it ended up being fine. The weather did not ever hit us. It's sunny here today. It's very cold, and the wind is blowing, and it's like regular temperatures are like hovering around 5 degrees, but then the wind chill gives it below 0. So that's kind of the worst of it, I think. But my friends further out east are getting hammered. I know that my friend Tasha was getting hammered because she's in Long Island. So I actually dodged a bullet, I would say. And I'm so glad to be home. Oh my God, am I so glad to be home. But look at this. It's so cute. So Yeah, it was crazy, and I really thought, because my mom's like, if you get stuck there today, then you're going to be stuck there for potentially days because of the storm system moving through. And I'm like, no, I just want to get home. I want to be with my dogs. You know, once your trip is done, like for me, I'm like done. I'm ready to go home. I don't want to linger. It's not like, hey, let's stay longer. I'm like was ready to go home. Not to mention, sitting in an airport wearing a mask and being just sitting there stuck, not being able to really go anywhere, really is the worst part of that. But yeah, but I made it home, and we have no snow coming our way. It avoided us. So everybody to the east of us, I am so sorry you guys are getting this nor'easter. I feel for you. Yeah. So here's little Chase. And no, I haven't picked a name for him because he's not staying. He or she, it's my friend's baby, so he's just visiting, so it's just Chase. I haven't even thought about, like, a temporary name. But look, how sweet in this. Like, this, I love this look for babies. I really, really do. I just think that these are precious. So when I got this, even though this baby's not staying, I thought of this baby in mind, but I also know that on my other babies, this will be really, really sweet. But it's so soft and very nice, and you guys can tell me if you agree. So there you go. And there's my crazy story, my travel story. But I'm home safe and sound, and I'm glad to be home. But there's the sweet baby. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing the haul, and I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you all are having a great weekend so far. I'm totally unpacked, laundry done. That's me. I get everything right in order. And I got up early to go to the gym this morning, so I was like, good to go. Back on track. I'm a schedule person. That's how I deal well, I guess. That's how I deal in life. Schedule. But anyways, guys, enjoy your weekend, and I probably will come back on at some point soon to put one of the other outfits on one of the other babies. So enjoy your Saturday, guys, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.